If this is true, and if Destiny did it, Destiny should say, yeah, I got, and I will pay the damages. I will make restitution. That's the path.
Where's Neri? Does he ever admit a mistake?
Please. If the Democratic Party wishes to succeed in the future, it cannot be a party that accepts the sexual exploitation of women. It cannot be a party that allows men like Destiny to break into the mainstream.
All right, I'm conflicted with this. I'm so conflicted with this. Because, like, on one hand, I'm like, you know what?
I will also not cover for him. I will not defend him. I will not stay silent on this. Oh, yeah, people are already coming at her. Yeah. Will this affect how I interact with him?
Let me answer that question. No. It will definitely not change the way that I interact with Destiny. Destiny has said way more worse stuff than this. Come on, man.
Let me go through it. Let me read
what
Pxie has to say.
He's going to go into it? What?
We won't do this much. If Pxie...
Okay, so Destiny, this guy, this Destiny dude, he's been accused of leaking someone's information. Let's just say that. Now Whick is going to go, Whick TV is about to cover it.
Or Destiny or anyone wants to talk about it with me, they may, but I'm not going to seek them out to do so. Does that make sense? I'm not going to try to make content out of this. But again, this is something that it's there, it's out there. It would be weird to ignore it. Well, this is important, gang. Like, it's worth talking about. So let's look at it. Yeah, look, and honestly, gang, it's not a good idea if you're having a court date to come on stream and talk about your court shit. It's probably not a good idea. Well, let's read what she already said on her Substack. I will be suing Stephen Kenneth Bonnell II. On November 29th, I learned that the streamer Destiny had non-consensually shared pornographic content of me online. My dignity, peace of mind, and hopes for the future were stripped away in a mere matter of seconds following the betrayal of someone I previously trusted. I am at least the third person he has done this to. I hope to be the last. I will not be commenting on the experience of the other women he has hurt, as it is not my place or story to tell. I will, however, share my story in the hopes of preventing this from occurring again. I've known Destiny for around 5 to 6 years now, and often find myself in heavy disagreement with him. Despite this, I do my best to see the best side of all people, trying my hardest to spread positivity and create understanding where I can. It's corny, but I want to meet people where they are, and focus on which ways we can build bridges together towards a better future for everyone. Some people call this a fault of mine. They claim I am naive and should be more careful. Those people are right. When I was 19, over 5 years ago, I was extremely sexually inexperienced and sheltered. Being severely terrified of leading someone on, or sexual assault, I thought I could trust Destiny, who I had multiple long conversations with regarding consent and boundaries. So you can imagine my surprise when I discovered he distributed pornographic content of me without my consent. Yes, you read that right. Stephen Kenneth Bonnell II sent pornographic content of me to a random 19-year-old e-girl Discord kitten, whom he had never met before, and then she published it to the whole world. Rest assured, despite never having met her, he at least spoke to her plenty of times on the phone. Of course, this is what he says happened. I think it is just as likely that he used her as a proxy to widely distribute this material, while claiming deniability. I do not understand why Destiny would knowingly and willingly put me in a position where I would receive non-stop sexual abuse and harassment. If we believe him, he was trying to impress a barely legal teenager using my body and my privacy. The betrayal, coupled with the hundreds of messages I've received, filled with sexual harassment and abuse, have left me feeling hopeless and devoid of almost all happiness. The only thing that has kept me going is the hope that I can bring this man to justice and have him face legal consequences for his actions. For the past month, I have been speaking to lawyers about my situation and what to do, and have decided that this is the best course of action. I will be suing him for violating U.S. Federal Code 15 U.S.C. 6851, civil action relating to disclosure of intimate images and for publication of private facts in Florida. I will be seeking emotional and punitive damages for his actions. I have been told that a court case like this could potentially cost over tens of thousands of dollars. I am terrified. I mean, this guy talks about potentially suing Hassan, as if for fun, and Hassan actually has the resources to defend himself. I cannot imagine what he might try to do to me in this process. Sometimes, I wonder if he does this as an intimidation tactic. I wonder if he is purposely trying to put fear into my heart when he casually talks about throwing money into a lawsuit with a multimillionaire who can fight back. As if it's an indirect flaunt/warning over his capability of outspending me in whatever legal case I throw at him. At the request of my friends, I have been encouraged to link my Give, Send, Go regarding this case here. Give, Send, Go. Is that? Oh, it's right there. You guys see it? If you want to click on it or whatever. There it is. In hopes that we can raise enough for me to legally succeed. Whoever the next Joe Rogan of the left is, it cannot be someone that crosses sexual boundaries, violates consent, and puts women's well-being and safety at risk. It cannot be someone who puts women in positions where they will be sexually abused and harassed. It concerns me that Destiny has been interviewing potential DNC chair candidates such as Marianne Williamson or Martin O'Malley, who have no idea of what he's done. As time passes and he tries to position himself to have interviews with increasingly powerful figures such as Zelensky, I can't help but be filled with fear that Destiny might continue to succeed, despite facing no repercussions for his actions. If the Democratic Party wishes to succeed in the future, it cannot be a party that accepts the sexual exploitation of women. It cannot be a party that allows men like Destiny to break into the mainstream, for allowing him to access to such.
All right, I'm conflicted with this. I'm so conflicted with this. Because, like, on one hand, I'm like, you know what? If Destiny gets deleted by this allegation, I'm like, you know what? Whatever. Who cares? Like, it destroys his credibility, which is kind of like my existence in the first place. But then I'm like, oh, but for something like this, bro, I don't know. This is because, like, all of this is allegations, and she kind of just proved it. Like, I guess he sent it to one person and then that other person distributed it. And that's like the main, like, that's not, I wouldn't necessarily say that's on Destiny. I mean, Destiny has some fault, but like the other person was the one that leaked it to everyone else. But I guess the conspiracy theory is that
let him go. Let him go.
Let him go. Let him go. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna pay attention to this, but should he go like that way? I don't want him to go because of some stupid allegation. Because like this seems, honestly, that first part where he said that that he gave it to someone else, or he leaked it to someone else, and then it's like what? And then she ended up giving it to other people. Like, unless Destiny intentionally did that, like gave it to that person just so it's like a proxy to give it to someone else, then I would say that's a big issue and he gets what he deserves. But if he wasn't expecting,
I was doing it to Frozen Link, haven't seen it, honest.
Yeah, I mean, yes, yeah, I get it. I know, but I honestly, I was trying to ignore it. Let him go. Let him go. There was this one girl in high school that kept singing it. It was so annoying. Everyone hated her for it.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Old memories. But anyways, I'm gonna do an Asmongold. But anyways, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, I mean, it might come back to me. I don't really.
Where's Neri? Pardon me, winky face.
Such faces would be a direct endorsement of his behavior. I have been told that the payout might not be worth the harassment and attention I will receive.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. My point is that if Destiny wasn't intentionally trying to make, it wasn't like giving it to her because he knew that she was going to spread it around, like, then I don't think that's on Destiny. I don't think Destiny should fall for that. But hey, look, when he goes live, I'll watch it. So I honestly, I can't. I need to see what Destiny's going to say about this.
I would do this privately, but I've been told there is no realistic way the court will grant me anonymity. This means my only option is public. I've been told by a variety of people to not go public. I've been told by some people that Steven really does feel sorry, but I'm not inclined to believe them, especially taking into consideration his actions regarding me. Regardless, what Destiny did is unacceptable, and I believe he will do this again unless he faces justice. Let me be clear. Destiny has violated federal law and his transgressions against me. He has violated my consent. He is directly responsible for my sexual abuse I have received. I am terrified. There you go, gang. Her words.
I mean, she kind of has to say that.
If this is true, and I have no reason to doubt it is, I believe I've met Pxie. I know Pxie. She doesn't seem like a liar. She doesn't strike me as a liar. It is unacceptable. I don't defend indefensible behavior. If Destiny did this in the way that was sent, it is unacceptable, and he should face consequences. I am not a judge. I am not a court. I am not the one to give him consequences for this, right? And I do believe people can repent and be better. One thing I will say.
Yeah, Destiny, repent.
I do hope Destiny repents of this and does be better. Again, I'm not a court. I'm not a judge. I'm not these people. I'm not their parents. I'm not anything. I'm just a guy, okay, who's talked to them both. If this is true, and if Destiny did it, Destiny should say, yeah, I fucked up. I fucked up, and I will pay the damages. I will make restitution. That's the path, right? That's the path.
Where's Neri? Does he ever admit a mistake?
Please.
Yeah, Destiny does admit mistakes sometimes, very rarely, but it's like pulling teeth with this guy. So we'll see. We'll see. He's gonna have. I feel like he's gonna have some sort of justification. I want to know how Destiny's gonna react to this because, like, I honestly can't tell. He might come out and be like, "Yeah, this was kind of stupid," and move on from that, or he might have like a. There might be some extra backstory information that he's going to like pump out that no one else is talking about that he might like throw out now that there's like a whole public lawsuit against him. Now he's gonna feel like, well, if there's other information that's lacking within this I guess manifesto or whatever, he's gonna make that public ASAP.
Where's Neri? I think he'll fortress and ignore move on.
Yeah, that could happen too. One of those is gonna happen.
Do not.
Not sure what though.
Do not.
Not sure
It is
what
not my
though.
place. It is not your place to harass anyone involved in this. Not Pxie, not Destiny, not the people covering it. No one. No one deserves harassment for this. Right? We're not here to get the bad guy or anything like that. What we're doing here is Pxie wants peace. Oh, yeah, people are already coming at her. Yeah. Will this affect how I interact with him? If you're asking, will I still have him on my show? Yeah, I might. I've had Nazis.
Oh, let me answer that question. No, it will definitely not change the way that I interact with Destiny. Destiny has said way more worse stuff than this. Come on, man. Destiny made fun of like a guy at a rally getting shot because of the whole Trump assassination thing, and then making fun of that. Like, that is way worse than accidentally sharing these things to another person and then having it leaked into the entire environment. Like, bro, that's not. I mean, yeah, it really sucks for the other individual. Yeah, it sucks, but like for an intentional thing, like unless Destiny comes out and starts making fun of the fact that he did that, then that's not as bad in my eyes, honestly.
He's on my show, gang. Okay? I am not... Free speech is free speech, even for those people who have done terrible things. Will this mean that, like, I'm gonna, like, be comfortable around him with my female friends? Absolutely not. Absolutely.
Well, yeah, obviously.
I will also not cover for him. I will not defend him. I will not stay silent on this, right? I'm not going to not talk about it because it will make him uncomfortable. So, you know, that is what it is, right? The H3 shows that says, that's different, though. Destiny may prey on the females you invite on your panel. What do you guys expect to have? Like, do you think that because a woman is on my show and Destiny happens to be on that same show that it's going to lead to sexual assault? I mean, maybe, but that won't have anything to do with them being on my show or not. Again, I'm not going to cover this up.
Where's
I'm not
Neri?
going to hide this.
Does Whick still
People
get
will be
Woo-Bucks from Progressive Victory?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he doesn't hide it either, so
Make their own decisions.
respect it.
This is unacceptable behavior, frankly.
It's unacceptable.
The scored one says, wait, am I missing the receipts that are making Whick completely trust Pxie over Destiny? I'm not going to read the leaked DMs. It's on the site. I don't do the DM stuff, right? You can go to her Substack. She has links to them. But I'm not... I just don't like covering leaked stuff, right? Ew. Yeah, apologies the least that he could do. But yeah, again, the courts will make this decision. I'm not here to make a... Yeah, the courts will decide.